So, good afternoon everyone, welcome. It's 5 days out after my third place finish at the Mozart 100 in Salzburg. Recovery has been going well. I would say my legs are really loose now. And I kind of felt so recovered that I was toying with the idea, and this is ridiculous. As I said, I was only toying with the idea. I was like, maybe I could even race this weekend. I feel so good. There's a race called the Kaiserkrone in Schepau, which, to be honest, I am notoriously bad at. The best I've managed is a 5th place, but quite frankly, I should have done better. It's a really hard race, really alpine terrain. Anyway, I was toying with the idea that I'd be able to run again this weekend. This is my first run back. I've been cycling for the last couple of days. Definitely not racing on the weekend. That would be ridiculous. I knew in my head that it was mostly a ridiculous idea, but I just felt competitive and just felt like I just want to do it again. And I thought maybe I can. Maybe I can just carry that fitness over and just ride my bike for a week and be fresh for Saturday. No, definitely not. I would say now, the way I'm running, my legs feel pretty good, but nowhere near race ready. I feel so heavy. They feel loose, but I feel extremely heavy still. I think I'm running I'm running 5.5 minute kilometers. It's quite hard work, which is very slow for me. But yeah, I thought I'd bring you along the way for this first run back after my race and share with you a few of my thoughts, debrief a little bit, just for my own head, mainly just to get the thoughts out of my head and into some other realm, which is probably going to be maybe YouTube or a bit of Instagram. Anyway, we'll see. So yeah, let's talk about the race a little bit. So that was my first UTMB World Series race, and I went in with the goal, although I didn't tell too many people, but I did go in with the goal to qualify for the finals in Chamonix and either do CCC or UTMB, and I accomplished my goal, which is an amazing feeling. I only started trail running, hang on a sec, 5 years ago, something like that, and for a couple of years, I didn't really train properly. I trained somewhat during the summer, and then in the winter I just sacked it off basically. I did that for a few years, so I reckon it's since COVID that I've been training all year round, since the first lockdown really. So yeah, I'm fairly new to it somehow, but I love it, and I'm trying to progress in the sport, and I feel like my third place finish has been a good jump for me and a good step up. So I'm going to try and take it, I'm already taking it very seriously, but I'm going to try and keep going in the right direction. So yeah, during the race I felt really good. I had really good energy levels the whole day. I didn't have any significant energy dip, which was an amazing feeling. I was able to push consistently throughout, really, which is how I was able to gain so many positions from 8th position all the way to 3rd. That means I was moving faster than the people in front of me, of course, because I caught them all. So I'm really proud of my performance. So a big shout out to Precision Fuel and Hydration, who I'm now an ambassador of. I've tried quite a few gels and hydration products, and I love Precision Fuel and Hydration. It's awesome. I love the gels, I love the drinks, it works for me. And it's really easy for me to get my nutrition right with their products. So I'm able to basically just bosh gels and chews and drinks for like 11 hours straight without stomach problems, which is awesome with their products. Of course, I've trained it a little bit, and yeah, I basically range between 90 and 110 grams of carbohydrate per hour, depending on what I'm doing in the race. And then it normally averages out to between 90 and 95 over the whole race. So for example, I'll basically consistently take a precision hydration gel every half an hour from the first half an hour into the race. I won't drink as much during the first few hours, so I'm just not that thirsty at the beginning. So normally I'll make a litre last 3 hours, and then after that first bottle change, normally then I end up drinking 500 millilitres consistently an hour, and then from that point onwards it makes it really simple to hit my numbers, because I've got 2 gels, that's 60 grams, and then 1 500 milliliter of the PF 60 drink mix, 90 grams straight away. And then basically I'll chuck in a couple of chews when I'm on like a hiking climb that I have to hike. Then I can normally quite easily get some chews down. So that's basically how I do it. I keep it fairly flexible, but it always ends up around the same amount in the end. That works for me. So yeah, super pleased with my energy levels throughout the race. And my legs didn't really hurt at any point. It was fine. I almost cramped a couple of times. I felt a couple of twinges. One time I fell over, and it seems like on a downhill, and it seems that these erratic movements are what can often cause my cramps, more than it is sodium, I think. It's a really difficult thing to put your finger on what causes your cramps. It's not always electrolyte imbalance. It can, oh, there's a car. It can often be neuromuscular fatigue. So they say the best thing to do against cramps is just be well trained and specific training to the terrain that you're doing, which I think I was. So yeah, as I said, I had one little twinge when I fell over, but it kind of cleared itself up, and another when, like, at the bottom of a steep downhill, I just let my legs go completely because there was an uphill right on the other side of this gully. So I just thought, just let my legs go, no braking, accelerate into the other side of the gully. So I probably just momentarily for that few meters I was basically sprinting, and then my muscles were like, hey, what are you up to? Twinged a little bit there, but yeah, I'm still not entirely sure about my sodium balances. I haven't done an official sweat test yet, which I might do this year, but both times I twinged, I just took a salt tablet just in case. Even though I was drinking quite a strong electrolyte drink the whole time. It was pretty hot. I know that it's very unlikely that I'm going to have too much sodium in that situation. So I just took it and hope for the best. And yeah, I didn't have any debilitating cramps. It was just a couple of twinges. So, you know, because if you do cramp, and this has happened to me before, it's made it so I can't run physically. I physically can't run anymore, and that really screws me up. Yeah, it happened to me in the Isle of Wight challenge, but that was fine because it was only a fun kind of just trained through warm-up race where I was purposely not trying not to race. So yeah, really happy with that. Really happy with how my body felt for the whole way. So now time to talk about what I'm going to do next. Yeah, I made an Instagram post at the beginning of the season saying what races are coming up. Isle of Wight challenge, done it, came second. Not really a big deal. It's not competitive at all. Just did it as a train through. Mozart 100, pretty competitive. UTMB World Series race, came third. Got my place at the finals, and then I plan to do the Cat 100 in Fieberbrunn, the endurance trail, which is 90 kilometers, 5,000, just over 5,000 high meters, pretty steep. So yeah, that was my plan. But I mean, I planned that as a second UTMB World Series race, thinking that, you know, if I miss the podium at Mozart and don't get my ticket, then I've got another chance. So basically, I'm not under pressure in any way to do that race anymore. So I'm a bit undecided as to what to do. I might do it because I feel I've got the fire inside me somehow. I just kind of want to race again. Yeah, push for another podium spot. And it seems that like the 100k distance seems to be my best distance. Whoops, camera's gone a bit weird. Yeah, it seems that the 100k, sorry, the camera went a bit weird there. Yeah, the 100k distance seems to be working well for me. But I've got a choice. Do I do the 90 kilometer endurance trail at the Cat 100 because that's what I do, 100k races? Or do I sack that off because, you know, I don't need to, got my place, and maybe do the speed trail, which is not my forte. Having said that, it might be good for me to do some shorter, faster races. It's only like 24 kilometers. I'm not sure how well I do. Still, I'd expect at least a top 10, hopefully. But I mean, I can still push for the podium, why not? Or I could do the marathon trail at the Cat 100. I'm completely undecided. So yeah, let me know. I kind of thought at least after the whatever I do at the Cat 100, I'm gonna try and focus on some shorter races for the rest of the summer, like maximum 50k, probably between like 30k and marathon distance, mountain marathons, just to try and you know, work on some speed and not put too much like high volume races in the legs, just to build already for next year, really. So yeah, what do you reckon I should do? Speed trail, marathon trail, it's 50k, or the endurance trail? Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Oh man, my body does not feel ready to run any uphills right now. I mean, I could, but I really can't be bothered. But it doesn't matter because, you know, it's my first run back. I'm not under any pressure to really, it's no particular type of session. This is just a recovery run, to be honest. 5k in, probably get to the top of this hill, got a nice bit of a downhill, and then I'll turn around and be downhill all the way to the village. And Catalina and the girls, Clara and Lily, will be at the lake swimming, so I think I'll go join them. I mean, it's bloody hot. I'm not sure how hot it is. I think it's about 30 degrees and extremely humid. It's like Asia. It's like Asia right now. And yeah, the other thing I've got to think about is, I plan to go to the finals in Chamonix, the UTBMB World Series, in 2024, next year. What I've got to decide is, I'm pretty sure with my result, I'm able to choose whether to do the CCC, which is 100 kilometers, or the big one, the UTMB, which is 166-ish kilometers. Now that's a 100-mile race. That would be my first 100-miler. So yeah, I don't know what to do. I mean, there's a long time in between, so things can change. There's a part of me that says, okay, you know the 100k distance, you're not scared of it. It feels totally manageable and you can push through 100k. So yeah, a part of me thinks do the CCC. But to be quite honest, at the end of that race, I felt good. Felt like I could have done more. I'm wondering, can I do more? Honestly, my legs at the end were pretty fresh. It was the same when I did that 75 kilometre at the Tour de Tyrol, the local race. At the end, it finishes on the top of the mountain. Don't know if you can see that. Wait, I don't know how well you can see that. I literally can't see where the mountain is on the camera behind me. Anyway, it's just there somewhere. It's too small in the background. Anyway, it finishes on top of the mountain. When I got to the top of that race, I was like, man, I think I could probably just run down the mountain now. Kind of wished that the finish line was in the village so I could get another 10k just running down. Anyway, my point is, I keep finishing these 100k races feeling surprisingly fresh. And that makes me think that it might be time for me to move up to the 100 mile. I'm just not sure. I mean, I'm not going to make this decision anytime soon. It's, I can take my time to think about it and I can make the decision way closer to the time, but I'm definitely it's going to be on my mind over the next months. So if you've got any advice for me, maybe you're more experienced than me in trail running, or you've moved yourself up from the 100k distance to 100 mile. Yeah, tell me your thoughts. I'd love to hear your advice, particularly from if there's any elite athletes that are watching this. I'd be interested, because there's a bit of a difference between running a 100 mile race as a mid-packer and just taking your time with the only goal to finish, and there's between racing 100 miles, and I may not be quite elite standard, but I'm at this kind of sub-elite level, or the bottom of the elite somehow at the moment. But yeah, I definitely want to be racing. So if there's anyone that's in a similar position to me, or in a more experienced position than me, that can give me some advice, then I'd love to hear it. Alright, I think I'm probably done with talking now, and I'm just gonna try to enjoy the rest of the run, go for a swim. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to see more content from me, and I'll definitely see you at the next race, and probably before then. Peace out.